What if we redesigned architectural structures to match with the culture of today? Now, architecture is an industry of permanence. Essentially, in the old days, in antiquity days, in Greek days, in Roman days, in Egyptian days, they knew that buildings would last a lifetime, right? This is why you have the Colosseum, which even after 2,000 years, literally still stands and people still go. So there's something that's legendary when it comes to architecture. Architecture is of legend because you can invoke legends, stories, history into actual structures. But because architecture is permanent, I think this generation, we haven't really had the chance to really build structures in the same manner that some of our ancestors, forefathers, or essentially those who came before us had the ability to do. So now we're just looking towards fixing problems or building in very small nooks, but we can't really build gargantuous in a magnanimous way that people of the past did, because much of the world is built. So individuals are looking to any plot of land where they can build just a building on, let alone design an entire urban framework. And I think that we have such a big job to do because culturally some of these buildings are not being used. I'm walking down streets in New York City and I see beautiful, ornate, large Beaux-Arts banks that have graffiti on the walls and are closed with pay no bill signs on them. And that is just almost a catastrophe architecturally, because this is space, right? Space is valuable, especially in dense modern cities like New York, places in China, places in Japan, and all throughout the world. And essentially what's happening is that you have so many communities that are changing with expats coming in and culture changing, and the architecture is remaining permanent. So how do we solve this problem of making the architecture actually useful so that there is not one lot on a block or one plot of land on a piece of land that is not being used? Let me know how you guys feel about this in the comments. I think that this is something that I would like to tackle, which is why I make these videos in the first place, because I feel like we have so much architecture, especially in Caribbean regions, that are colonial, slavery, plantation-like architecture, Georgian architecture, that's essentially, the people don't really care about it, right? They use it because they have to use it and it's there, but it's not something that they feel like is theirs. They have no agency for those particular buildings. So let's have this discussion. Let me know how you guys feel about this in the comments and how we could go about essentially updating our architecture to match with our culture.